Can President Trump end birthright citizenship? That's one of your top D.C. daily headlines for May the 15th. The Supreme Court hearing arguments today on President Trump's executive order limiting birthright citizenship. But the court will not be deciding whether the president can end birthright citizenship guaranteed by the 14th Amendment. Instead, the White House is asking the justices to block lower court judges from blocking the president's actions nationwide and limit court rulings only to the people and groups involved in the lawsuit that challenges the president's executive orders. Massive cuts to Medicaid, one step closer to reality. 3 committees have now passed their budget proposals to craft President Trump's big, beautiful bill. The bill budget will cut billions of dollars from Medicaid and food stamps, keeps the president's 2017 tax changes. It wipes taxes on overtime pay, tips, and loan interest for cars made in the USA. But Social Security benefits would still be taxed under the bill. Speaker Johnson hoping to get the budget bill to the president for his signature by Memorial Day. DOGE cuts hit the IRS today, cutting staff by 20%. The administration has fired 7,000 employees with plans to cut 11,000 more jobs today. The end goal is to cut the IRS staffing in half. Republican lawmakers are looking to make porn illegal by redefining obscenity to anything that might arouse. Now, some say the definition would be so broad that shows like Game of Thrones would be illegal. The bill would make it illegal to distribute any content across state lines. Now, supporters say that it clarifies online standards, while critics say that it's a threat to freedom of speech. All right, so happening today, peace talks between Ukraine and Russia. However, some of the key players may not be there.
Russian President Vladimir Putin may be a no-show. Doug Luzader is live in Washington this morning. And Doug, President Trump is not likely to attend either?
Well, there have been some initial hopes that these talks would be the first face-to-face negotiations between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin, but it does not look like that's going to happen. Over 3 years in now, the war in Ukraine isn't letting up, and today's peace talks might not have a big impact, with signs that Russian President Vladimir Putin won't even attend.
I don't think he's going to go if I don't go, and that's turned out to be right.
And President Trump said he wouldn't go today, sending Secretary of State Marco Rubio to Turkey, the host country for the talks. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he won't directly take part either if Putin isn't there. We have seen Putin meeting with senior officials in Russia, but he is not on the list of those expected to take part in negotiations.
We discussed Russia and Ukraine, where you've been a tremendous help in so many different ways.
Just yesterday, President Trump and Qatar thanking that country for its role, but still no resolution. And back in the U.S., Democrats say Trump isn't leaning on Russia.
Putin could care less. He has sadly got the president's number all too well. He knows that the president is essentially a paper tiger and has already betrayed Ukraine.
The president, though, leaving his options open for the talks.
I was thinking about going, but it's very tough because of what we're doing today and tomorrow. But, you know, if something happened, I'd go on Friday if it was appropriate.
Zelensky, meantime, says that if Putin does not show up, it's a clear sign that he does not want the war to end. Back to you guys.
Interesting. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you.